situation abanya dreams is here no. Aban person just say sa situation we do mean to mean twa sa eska no.
Yemfa nsi ho no.
Nsi ho no ne osika ba no. Mean to mean twa ne sisi ya.
Sika ba no nso.
Sika ba no mean to mean twa. San Argentina ya only that participation of about 98%. Gentlemen they very because me who say still what so this number of people also which they say actually this 2023 year you me government is so be zero interest. Now say the whole of this year no on tuamfa so bia amount into government say this year the budget over spend 27 billion on capital expenditure. And if you are not getting the money you better spend it. And the posture of the government is not doing well. It's not communicating to the people. And that is why it has become one of the things that people are not buying into it. And the government must take that kind of leadership. And the IMF, since the 1 year do, everybody must help us get along. Let's go. You take a country and free this situation at home.
Yes, Ghana, ya brum musia, ma babia ye drono. Papa bi ya wa bin wasi kasamo to tiemu amene ne di nkomo. Wasi se Ghana ye nipa enka ya yade. Ena ya yade anso no, edrum pempenso se yade ya to ambulance mu. Na ambulance ne kura starting the engine. Babia ye nam kwan so kono ICU. Just Ghana ye situation na ye won fa sikasam to tuemu no ne ye man koyie ne senti aban epemwa de free International Monetary Fund ho IMF nkomodie ni bi kire se ese ye pekwan ye befa so abosia ya bra bosia bono do so che sika ye nya ne so oman mu ye nya ne wo oman mu no ensonso ye ebetumi aban ho kakra na se ebetumi aban ne nkwa se bosia ne so che ye sika ye nya enti MPP aban de bibi ba watuni se debt exchange program eye den programmer debt exchange as a kire ne saying na watwa ye womu a ato bonds ahodro no ebi ye pensioners womu kasa ye se sa debt exchange emwa womu abinfo sikasam to tuemu pi kasa se aban hwe ne ye nti said wo jambom kura bebo mayi mu honorable kenofori ato ye Ghana so afọ hwe ye sikasam to tuye so onu ankasa ne political party womu NPP mpanifo bi kasa bari bisa ho se sa debt exchange menu mienu yete ase asayin eba ne se yen chekire mu nkire ye ho a se ne yete ase hwan mu na be affected ehu hia sa aban be ye no se de yete bia ana se aban anya ne ma be ye anwumrei eno ne adesuade ba kwa mpese yesua na me pa cho bra Facebook ne soma me na be hwa ade bi oba Facebook a eye SOMPA sompa na watentem na the FM asoso sompa FM bra Facebook soma me be hwa ade bo sompa FM na enkomo aye die no adaro ma oba Facebook ne so na wa share na ofofro so enya nkomo ni bi na ye wie we a mewura mu ena me bre ni so ema me nti esese me ma wo te sa debt exchange na se ade de tue mu ankasa me wie a ohu mewura mu ensam e ba na awotwe mu a ehu nkomo da ni mu sei no na ya twetwe ni nyina e de amount enti ebre yi mu Owura Bernard Ofori Ajei wo ye financial consultant wo ye obi a wonim sikasem ntotoye o masikasem ho afutuo na waben e wo sikasem ene ho dwumade nyina mu wono na ye pese oboa ya nwumrei na debt exchange no yetumi ete ase meba
mama ye fe bia ko ye ne odo efa so mi meni na o meni ye yakasara japadea ya nana no di abebre se de to maye enti aseme na se yesum na ye anya sabe da chinchiriba baba be mo ye mfo minia soso brebe baby wa Ghana na Ghana be yo erenye yo gefe mi no waro soso brebe baby wa Ghana na Ghana be yo erenye yo gefe mi no waro kenyina na wama nodo eya sase bakana empe ofu eji ahobu eni na ndike wi asiasudwe enti asemena unse yasun gana yiye anya sapa da chinchirima baba bebu yenfo minia susu brebe baby
eti ebro na nya wiedu yensusu biribi pa bi emfa moa o my Ghana se Ghana yeyi a menu mienu ene yebete ho de Ghana yeyi a menu mienu ene yebenya ho mfaso Owura Bernard Ofori J financial consultant watra say ewo ye studio ha ye ne nhye enkomo na se no won kyerɛkyerɛ yen debt exchange die kyerɛ die free ba bia ye dru yenye yanya ade ne besie na hwanum na benya ehon faso na hwanum na be sofa wenum eye questions an ntiase no wanya obenfo osikasemu a ontiase da Mr. Ofori sompa me mind dwumade asu nie memuaju o
me nwa ba me joso
ye wo nyankopon mu gidie se ahoden wo ho
ade a chi anketema da boje mu a moje di ahusani de na ise obo ade na na bekoso na ye de na ase no ama no ti apomu de ye pa
okay ele nyame ase se apomu ne ye apomuden no ena se nya yentumi nkoma apomuden ne ye nko ade ye da ase se oba be ka ye hu ena de suade no da ho kakraka nti eni mre bebre mira that exchange program eye enhyeya NPP abanya wote soyi aka ho asem Ghana phobia tie oti amanyofo a obi a wo se de obesi a kirade no mu asi afa mo na munnim sikasem ntotoye edi nkan ehe na ye free a ye bedru sa mpempenso a ye wo mu a ye ti debt exchange a ebi kura ye nti ase
okay ye beda wase wa kwanya mode ama ya nwumre yi mo fidie kese so na obi na otwi a obi radio TV maybe ne otiaye debt exchange ana amanyofo ne Ghana fo nyina no omudi hu abobo ewe TV so ne ye radio so na ze de obesha ase a okasa ye no oka bi fa se ye se ya bobosia ma ya pem dise ka se ya bobosia na se ya pem a ne kwan so ne woka ye na because Tembia the edit debt exchange beba and debt restructuring beba no na ye say wa bobosia adru ba bia abe broni can be a friend unsustainable and distressed position unsustainable je say wa je bosia bosia na wa bono nya de se obetimi aye den atwia okay enti o hwe aban ba yi na Ghana bosia na say yesi kanu no na ye bosia nyina nam in excess of 120 billion cities oba yen so no ne nema bi a waye ne bosia on so abobo na ma ye debt no it is now getting closer to 500 billion Ghana cities na yoma no de na akofa sa aka we nyina aba ama within a time frame of we beka say 5 to 6 years yet me go to that level. One thing is our government and we're taking a lot of activities be and any in then it come with money. We back about free SHS in Yeska, planting for food and jobs in Yeska. Even a government you buy near 100, I think you know 86 state-owned enterprises. Government you buy, a team increase up to 173 or 76 or so.
Okay.
State-owned enterprises. Where a job now we have around data now you say from 600K, that's 600,000. They have increased it to 900,000. You can also talk about the ministers government you is unprecedented in the history of Ghana, and the numbers no was wrong. About 120. Where even the state-owned enterprises now, deputy CEOs, baby, or why do my then? I can't home. And there was a lot of other activities the government in taking any Heska. And Tinina, my government, and they went on to borrowing spree. ano mo jijiska na
so de tie bia na so ojibosia
o so ojibosia
okay
and I say it say whatever be the case no every government be aba oye de obebo bosia because your budget na ye ni bia ntem bia we are always in deficit and deficit no just ntem bia no yesika ye benya no two way na government betima eden a sponsor na budget no and sponsoring of the budget ya aban ani to adi hu e kan budget ya aban ani so adi hu a opecho say afiwe akohoma a mebo meman eninie enti ebia meye no ni nyina ye de na ye de iska enti ska be na aban de be either say ye tax ye be twia and as aban ni be gina ye nam bronika no on behalf of the citizen no de agiska ene fe no bosia
okay
na ode abeye sa activities no enti me pekania wo me kurom me kwan nye me street light nya adwuma we ya ye den ni nyina no activity and the government have to do it obeye so a ye de na obeye o diska ne beye enti sa aban no enye sika na o so pe bosia ye den e de support
because there be a Ghanaians de be kasa
yes
ye hia nsuo ye hia kanea ye hia kwan okay
enti no sa bosia bo no na abedru baabi a e unsustainable but the abedru nyina na say last time by 2020 na obia enim say every expert be understand say be a country na head towards to no we get to this level. And some of us were even expecting the government, Nanko be take that kind of bold decision after 2020 election. No, the corona question IMF wants them.
Before, sir, Yebeko IMF, no, say, Obibeka say, we were ripe for IMF.
Yes.
But you can train your nasa do. You
can train your nasa because, though we are darling, 2021 in your oversubscription to our euro bonds. I but I don't deny you heard the way your books in the city and any data readily available. Then is a government should have taken a bold decision at that time. MF. But government Nangas also green say also by any homegrown policies he thinks that it will be better off to solve the problem than so we go seeking IMF. If you know the buy or say yield levy was one of them. But the only day no so we say and now is a government so where other countries or more try yield levy no. Ko Tanzania, Kenya, or more try it didn't work. Until now we should learn from those areas who say fine. It was a huge industry. Mobile money transfer no. So betimanya bi over the only day no. Or where the experience no any data from other countries or more try no and how it didn't go well. Now it's like a government should be here then. A film. By the end of the day, no, we say, okay, that was a panacea. And the bay we have to pass the law. And back and forth. At the end of the day, government didn't go through. Because they will say the minority will always have their say, majority will still have their way. We didn't go through. But at the end of the day, here we are. It was not able to solve our problem. And that is why we are here now. I was say, yeah. They say, no, yakwa, at the end of the day, you live in Antimia and Wakama. So we have to go back to IMF. So
in the other way, no senka 11 work here dia nka yenko IMF.
Possibly that was what government was suggesting.
Okay.
Say 11, the kind of revenue and also accrue from 11, could have sustained us. Kebeti mama yeta agabo no. I beti manya space, I beti mako into the international market. But now we can't go to the international market because your debt is unsustainable. Nti the ebese ye chiro nyina na say Ghana for abobosia ama obia se omo Ghana abosia bio.
Ne say ye bubu mu ba forma de ye chire no. Wajia ma se bi ho aye hi.
Obia so fani sika ma obio because what the cadodo. And your debt no GDP no is 100% to your GDP. And all your revenue ye je wo Ghana no. Say revenue Ghana je no 70% of the revenue goes to interest payment alone on the loans ayaje ya contracting. So nobody is ready to give their money to you. And we are
and your principal ne krampo.
No.
Bosia na akwaje hunsi hu no.
Hunsi hu.
Sika obanya no na wodi tua.
Na wodi tua no.
Sika bana nkasa de wonko.
Wonko kra. And it's absorbing 70% of our revenue that we are generating.
Okay.
And we are second to Sri Lanka. And the also means that where we are heading towards no, it's not a joke.
I see. abusia bra Facebook ne so Bosompa FM oba na wa share video no na betie nkomo no bi na hwa ade ma me death exchange program na watwi wote ho asem bebre wo wasom ama wote se pensioners e kasa wote se NDC amanyokuo kasa MPP amanyokuo kiremu but obi a kiremu se de ebe favor no wo ankasa no wunyanya obi a oni oni bi no obetumi a kirema mo wate ase eno na ye na nwumre mira wa kire free ba bia ne ye wo ene mpempenso ye ba beduru sisi yi asem kase na da ho ne ye DEP debt exchange program da ade ankasa.
Okay, fine. I don't know. So I can't debt exchange program now. Be more friend on debt restructuring. The ayi nyina say we can free bond. Say the can agents are buying bobosia. If you kwan be so na buying for so a obo bobosia no. Big government e raise euro bond. Euro bond is obeko nkofo aman so. Na ko raise ska. Eni obeko na wakoton ne niam wo na wo beto bi no bet. Bond na ya kan hwase nyina no. In simple terms no. A agreement.
Sumpa FM.
At the day you go school, you di boni bebra headmaster flower say you dey sign bond. Na nche say wo last
boni na
wudi ni.
Uye bi wudi a.
Yes, and the bond no it tells you something. And come with terms. Terms ni bi ni say bia school dia no say bia wonya saade we bi o. Uye bi o ebe yo saying. My government bonds na ye kan no. Agreement ya ono ko. Inti government just me bra. Me paper ni agreement ni. What is on the agreement? Agreement ni coupon rate, maturity. And when we talking about coupon rate, in bonds, you can interest rate. You can coupon rate. In the normal terms, you refer to as interest. Just say bond no. So what they you find some 100 million old currency. And I made a quarter government bond. Government say be I want me 100 million. If you are within a year or 2 years or 5 years, no. Mema e be a 10%. 10% coupon rate. And the 10% on 100 million, no, e be more saying 10 million, which is 1,000 new currency. And this 1,000, no, government which much was be a make sure buy annually. You got to buy annually now is every 6 months be no. Government be be.
Okay.
And here be 500 cities out of the 1,000, no. Now wasn't a 500 at the end of the year. Now it's a buy every year be no. You are going to take you are going to take the coupon 2 times in a year.
Okay.
Enti sa na man na buying this certificate no I see paper no dey ma no waju sika. Enti it's more or less they say the obi akoto dan no obi koto bond. They the same thing. A investment no be then. It's an asset. Enti bond na be agreement ya wo me agreement say every me 50,000 and 100,000 say me kan you know.
Yeah, emphasis kadada na
na 100 million.
Me ma me akuafuku nti ase.
100 million. And I made a command aban. And I buy actually me say every year be a memo 10%. Nsi hu amede be more no 10%. And I make my agree ni na ya sign. Enti me paper na ekura me. And I buy me this aban ho.
Okay. I will try say brand be so wanya wonfa so.
Obenya wonfa so.
Okay.
Enti aban atoto sa na ma no. Evan say waje bebere a be kae den. Ama na eda ho e so otwia. They said we na da niya but situation abanya drum sisi ya no. Aban person just say sa situation we do mintimi ntwa sa eska no.
Yemfa nsi hu no.
Nsi hu no ne osika ba no. Mintimi ntwa na sisi ya.
Sika ba no nso.
Sika ba no mintimi ntwa. Enti no.
Wa du sika akohyemu no. Aban ntumi mfa sa nsi hu ne ma osika ba na nkasa nso so ontumi mfa ma
sisi ya ohoi.
Okay.
Enti emra na aban so no wo hyehye no. Agreement no ye ya udi ni sika man odi sika man na ono so de san hyehye ne ma ono sese ba bia duru no bra na begin hyehye foforo yenhia na begin hyehye foforo na hyehye foforo na ode ma ono ana ya to the debt no obobo sese de edika nka ka so obobo sia ni bi from amanone ana efe ne euro bond no ana obo bosia ni bi free ne manfo ya yete Ghana for ya citizens no aban bo bosia ni bi so free ho ene yakoto treasury bill yakoto government bonds e o daachen cocoa bill ni nyina no ya transfer into the government debt. What I say? Enti say aban na ba say baby amaduru mi ntimi nto nti agreement am no waye no. Bra na yen san agreement foforo. Agreement foforo na maye na enu nie.
Okay.
Nti fa wo de dada na ye dem bre me. Na beje mo. Nti sa brofo kese ya ka ye ka say na debt domestic debt exchange ni nyina no. Ni meaning nyina na say aban say fa agreement na bidi kan na oye no. Fa bre me. Na beje agreement foforo. Nchire mu nyina ni.
Nti asia pama ye call ye say wo do 500 million e be hye me mu.
Yeah.
And wo do 500 million bre me. Bosumi ensia bia no anasa afini nyina mema wo 10 million.
Yeah.
But meche bosumi ensia na medika ma 5 million. Bosumi ensia bia no masa ma 5 million. But abaya je bosia ma no ho akire na duru sa mpempenso we no. Bosumi ensia 5 million na se so de ma no onya o 500 million nso so fa onya unya mfa so ne mame o de fam sika ba 500 million mame eno so abanya
na bi na I was saying say all this thing no has come into play because of IMF deal na ye pese ye nya no.
Okay.
So say IMF so nya for the Christmas. This ya ye distress to the extent say Bretton Woods institution na for na IMF no. Omo pe na this time ombetimi aboye. But omo so ba mu no omo for music and me mo say at the end of the day untimi ntwa oka ye ba beboa wo na omo for conditions ntoto wo enti that exchange we na ye no it has become part of the IMF deal no say be process e betim dey the enya deal e wo IMF for.
Okay.
Because say yetim ye na yetim mas ye create space fiscal space na IMF deal netim go through and aban na say no I will say ye fast and at this thing na ye no enye first time I be see wo wiase ni but this is the first time I ever say happening in Ghana. Because for the data we have, and this is the first time Ghana is going through this. We can talk about Argentina. The year 2020, they went through this program. Oh, Monday Krano. Nenye easy sa. It will extend it will be also mkofa poop kurabum. Enti enyame wanwa say Ghana for air resistant. This debt exchange we know. And this debt exchange, you know, nyama bebra effects bebra dey ewom. There's a lot of effects. Nobody say bia me manya misika manfa nkoto bon. Me nwa akua unya osika also de koto bon. Me de akoto asase. Me wo ha aban ne ka je say ye ho akire nti ye sacrifice. Na wo a odo de akoto asase no. Wo ho ato at the end of the day. Na me amedi misika koto bond no. Me ma benya problem. And the me nwa de akoto asase. Amedi me de akoto bon me ni se ni na asset no. At the end of the day, me mo na me be benya this cat no. Me worried. So it's not like say me accepting it and am yenya that kind of people are refusing to sign to the document. And we are buying and say voluntary thing no invitation because you have a lot of legalities. But government needs you to participate. Because yes I yanko. Inti government enya nko fa more assign to this program. You benya problem. We can meet the deadline for IMF no yet my achieve. Now yes we knew says IMF na ma we know the repercussions country no be go through.
Ya bebu babu ba ni nyina ho but ye fa na ama na ye din pa say wo mo a ato bond in the government bonds ni bi no be ye wo mo din say wo mo nyintum simple sa de na ma na ye din sa.
The issues of players now bond now. Omo top no be banks, the commercial banks no.
Okay.
Into the totality of the bonds, the commercial banks only around 33% of the total portfolio. The total portfolio now is the domestic bonds now by a ton. Omo hold the chunk of it na banks na ato. And it's the banks na ato. Ever assume is the banks na ato. Na banks no. Ever say every year be interest about bonds no so more no. Let's assume say 200 million. And our exchange program na government na this 2023 year you me government is be zero interest. Now say the whole of this year no on pian so bia amount.
Okay.
And the say banks no balance sheet no omo receive this kind of 400 million. Maybe I'm finding 40 billion old currency. Every government bonds we ebe your more profit. Ebe come musika ho. Now catch your almost a wumpia says career. It's going to cause a lot of troubles for the banks. Until we are government here smart. Ebe create some concessions. Ema banks and say obe create stabilization fund be a more. Or the 1.2 billion ebe tum. But where they are going to get the money no? Questionable to put into that fund. Because we need to have over show about 1.2 billion at tum. In the end, our banks and will say no. If this thing happen, say you could just add that a year or can be a chunk of the money no ego. And the solvency and liquidity because it can be below. Now was a bank is can there a month for sika. And they could go on Moody BI then. I could talk government bond, almost your investment. No money can cry home. Now can is a won't pay interest in my your principal and your sentiment can at this time. Your Sabakan interest and Sabakan 2024 5%. Now, say you know, your profit margin ya ebe bomo ebe boya ma your business na cost no. This year you're cutting off. At the end of the day, the customers ban us on by withdraw car. Now so how can we give them the money and a friend liquidity no? Yenti binya liquid. And the government doesn't provide we be some by say regulatory requirement. If it be regulatory requirement kaya no long ago our government iba power kasi we increasing capital requirement no.
Yeah.
To 400 million from 120 million. And your more tries on by a temporary reduction in that capital requirement no. So your banks and be a cushion to get it. Ning na arrangement are buying a year. For insurance and for no insurance industry no. Insurance industry no represent about 0.9% of the portfolio of the government bonds. Over insurance industry now, or more bondholder, the data I have recently as at September last year, no, or more policy holders, the people are more assigned to insurance. Obi a wakoto funeral, obi a wato life package in this angle from policy holders. Or more around 7.4 million policy holders. And over insurance company, what do? Bronica said they underwrite risks. Underwriting of risks, like you say. Oh no, fancy what be insure what dying. The watcher say me die way, you know. Meaning say bibi team see, a jet in tom. A team bibi team see a die no who be you. And insurance for you say. My scary. What is scary minus a bibi toa. You have more this sum of money. Inti your insurance or money restitution, but money compensation.
Okay.
Restitution like you say, nka wako insure what die and our car no. It do why say almost signed the same thing, bro. But because of more compensation, I'm gonna agree some assured. Until we see kana ubekwi na if any premiums no. E be okoye death policy a. Yes, e be every month 50 cedis. But o ma me sabi, o ma me na papa ko wu a. Ye be mo e be a 5,000 and that's 50. We be say we premiums na we pia no. Extra change some assured no.
Okay.
Depending on the time event and be happen.
Okay.
Aha, young fans okay your my insurance. Why you pay 10 years? What is okay criteria? 50 cities now, it's more than what the insurance will give you as sum assured. But over insurance data now, omono in a year they paid around 2 billion. And or more clients or more claims. Because of this thing on my right now. And over insurance industry, or more liability, total liabilities around 9 billion Ghana cedis. And to over say 10 billion, or more claims or more more than the premiums or more receive now. Now we catch the insurance for say more debt exchange. And the debt exchange now what the more no. Unkyo musika more insurance and so bebre. So they are not going to accept it as it is because omu say hey say obey say ya because as can be so na ye idea den etwa claims. Yes you dey reduce your risks here. Again you can talk about the pensioners. Pensioner for the crowd there. Somehow their forms of crowd mobile contribution was on my macro no. Omo nkoma ya wie. Akoye say car creatima yonkofre pensioner e frem rantie. Anka ye so na nka ye fa say adu ye mrantie na nka adu ye so. Entinka obi be ka say nka ska de wo fa de a. Ka in fact ye crowd de nka o ma ye so bi. Because ye just cannot to nuru na anom. Some have served their country for 30 years, 20 years. Yeah. And see the thing is that it's not right for them. Because when you take other countries into perspective, pensioners even enjoy certain things. Ghana omo enjoy. Ebi munya free buses in the other developed countries, free medical care. There's a whole lot of things they enjoy because they think
no tihana wonya sa benefit ni na. Ne kakra bi so obenya ho mfaso kakra wo san so.
They will resist.
Okay.
And what are we talking about? Another prayer in it has begun the individual bondholders. You know, the initial government can come on, but any kind of trade unions for no strikers say no. Yantiase, nurses and midwifery not for no one strikers say yantiase umbe pensioner for ni film no. Ana omukazi no elimination by substitution. So we have to bring in the individual bondholders. Who are the individual bondholders? The individual bondholders are the basic. Omo a primary of all the things we are discussing here. Why mun ma bank ni sika? Emo mo de koma banks. Individual households. What is it? Pensioners are forming part of the individual households. What is the repercussion? The individuals no mu wom na why wadwen say be fine. Mo musika na yama munya no. At the end of the day no. Omo no they are going to be discouraged to even make savings. Often sika nko bank kura bi o. And omo first can nko bank bi o a. Bank ni be there nyeska. Wodi agro banks will get a run. Because a bank runner obi HC say me kwaji me sika. And there is no bills both data both theory and practical no, has suggested to us. Say no bank will be able to pay all the customers when they come at a go. Okay. And it's a government, no, no, in as much as where we have gotten to, no, a dangerous path that we are supposed to cross. And also be a sacrificing a mighty, near team passes through. But all these teams, you know, they are quite abandoning and arguing, say, where did that, or see near my UF film, where you say, or see my UF film. So the government in this program has become indecisive.
Yeah. About to mean Sijina Yankasa say, ye ko A, we go ni A for su, uko be a B for su. I see.
And as a government tells us, Obia is going to have an impact. Because already they are ordered to honor. So Missika near 500 million. And I'm the to her. Say no see interest is 0. 2023. Yes. And when you put the data down to say, if this debt exchange is going to go through, people are going to lose no less than around 80% of their value of their money. Okay. How are they going to lose it? It be a time value for money. Assuming say now what to say obi to on there last year February a year nne no to on there Saturday cement boy saying. And an cement boy saying. No. Interest and so the man is also on farmer no. Enti sa inflation so take you over. Enti a problem people are also seeing people are going to lose it. And that is why I can say government and design a program ni ye. In as much as we can make say or unilaterally or don't quite naturally baby without any consultation.
Yes, no woman now be affected no. We can you mudi ho nkomo. Okay. And as okay from past experience from Jamaica, Argentina, and those places, you know, even Greece, the way people, no, it's a resistant, you know. There's a binding to be free. No one's at the end of America, and though I do point to be we must do it. I was saying, but what person way, you know, you have to bring all the people on board. Let them get involved. Now, all the maker. Now, me know why your agreement. Me met me, baby. Now, what the maker? No, what can you say? Agreement now, my you know. Me know why, and I beg agreement for from. Without any reason. So if government has been able to do it like it's a national exercise. Over Argentina say they went to parliament to pass a legislation. And they make it like a national thing. And so in as much as that, you know, people still resisted. And government, you know, by communication, it took them around 18 months to go through. Wow. I finish last year, December, 5th December, na buying. I announced that voluntary debt exchange program. No, and our open deadline need to be 16th. I'm for register. Why extended to January 31st? No? It has not been easy. Oko other countries or the more money easy. Kurano. Then you less than 13 months and 10 months, and a team go through because the effect is very huge to these players and make actual
within this space. The bankers are going to have it. Another guess, once I buy it, I put two things together. Say, this is what the banks will get. Make it this concessions be a banks, you know. Make it this stabilization funds be a more. When they have a problem, they will fall on it. What about the pensioners? What about the individual bondholders? What about the insurance companies? This is what government should have done earlier to bring all these people on board, so that Medoka, Brani and Joy, it has become a national crisis. We need to solve it, and you have to come on board. So be a bum, because whether we like it or we have to do this to get the IMF deal passed. And yes, sir, you better head towards a dangerous place.
Me remember say a share ninsun so say Eddie Kain. One na won beka no obi anya na adwen so obedi atum obi am pese na me de me kakra wa ba ada bia besumi nsia bia menya takune sempo a wo ho afa takune sempo no mennya ne bio misika ba ne nsusu ne tua na kwa ye din enti ama ne gintumu no ayedin Eddie Kain me se ehwe nsusuanso no se ye gitumu na sa debt exchange program yi eye adwuma die na Ghana ye benya 2 say ya nyi antum ne yekoso reject say baby adu ne the rejection na ene ye gina mu a emfa so be susu bone be na de beba ye so but abusia bra Facebook ne so Bosompa FM oba Facebook a Bosompa FM ja wadwe nkyere ne wo questions no fato Facebook live wo fa mame na mimisa mfa ma na enkobo wei ebia ye kan say yes kasem ntina be also nze me nkoto bond papa bia na me ne di nkomo so woni mi se betumi akwa kodru ba bi de panic withdrawal akra ba nti me catch and say na ye bedi hu nkomo me do say ya bisama me say betumi de panic withdrawal aba se obia me kwako yi misika Afri Bank me kwa ebetumi de sa haw ni bie mu aba na nti bra Facebook so pacho Bosompa FM naja o comments no o questions no contributions no fato o mame making kan e de ama yeguso a ye koye nim no mirofori my enhwe se enya bia se ye kwaso ne ye reject ye kwaso se ye mpene ye ma aban ye hu nkonkokam na ya nye sa debt exchange ya ntomu a ensunsuanso obo ne be ne de beba na ye gitumu nso a ne mfaso ne sen
na meka no ba bia ya duru no we are between the Red Sea and the devil. We say we are in a dilemma. Country no, they say external capital market no akruso amai. Enti no obi obeboa na na concession loan e pese yakofo IMF no. And they have become the part of the policy. Conditionality is say go and reduce it. And that here can you say it go through aban ebe reduce around 137 billion after total debt, which is around $14 billion. Take away the total portfolio. And this yeah na ebenya sa space. Ama yetimi ayeden akwa even to the capital market again. Na yetimanya IMF support no. IMF support na ma you be in a die place. Because say we have in deficit of interest cover, export cover of over $1.5 billion. The opposite change even your reserves across international international trade we are in short for until we need this thing. And a condition normally am I say you go through. And I can say oja to and I make say obia and arguing say what I mean medical effect there's going to be a big blow on all of those people who are holding the bonds now. And the issue now government and I think the entire amount from person to be quite a trust issues. Abanya in if it has a cross say IMF for a we are a proud nation, we are this and that. At the end of the day, you can someone you go in ambulance. And here we are. I feel no maba. And the government also you're really behind. But I think the problem we are having among from person by to me and say I say man in national issue.
Ya fun say bank na
say I will have posture of government na. On na created that impression no.
Okay.
Ama you say no anade because who crisis with him. Na say still that so a promise. Na china ko say VIP kura promise say one student one tablet or say deben ya. Na you say unkofo no hu say no. This government no the way all ye ne niam akura nche say ono akasa ne ho ayede ne ho akere no. Na wo ho nkere wa Our person ya eti e baby no. And I will money e sacrificing chiro. And the one thing about it that unko always the same match and the government no. Enya communicate here no. Emo mu say what is going on is clearly a national issue and where we are heading towards an MY. And the decision be also government you take no show that kind of leadership no. Where some makers who be a free bar, some of their decisions they took in terms of even the appoint a dozen. Nipa over 100 ministers, executive. I said this the time government will be actually say by where we are now, no, things are not going well. And you know, 50 ministers out. Presidential staffers or more, I think they all qualified to be Article 71 office holders. Oh, Mugu Fast out over 1,000 people. Government and the ban of HSAB marketed this number of people. And the whole country, you say, though we are indeed we are in, and therefore we must rally behind what the program now government you know. San Argentina only that participation of about 98%.
But say what Nana said dear. Ninjintumu be ni padding.
Ninjintumu de be because me who say still what so this number of people. Also which they say actually. Now actually I say a party fee na then be okura na nam na we no chiro say ahochere den ewo and the posture of the government is not doing well. It's not communicating to the people. And that is why it has become one of the things that people are not buying into it. And the government must take that kind of leadership. And when that leadership comes in, and easy, debt exchange, debt restructuring, it has never been easy for any country.
Okay.
But anytime a country be taking that decision, no, that's the way they are, no, it's not going well.
Drew.
And we must do.
Obviously, a Drew
yes. Oh, yeah. Make say, Obakasa buy a Bobosia no body, then, or the be a car, or the be a car coin, or the BCC hospital, or the BSA, or the BSA. Aside those things, you know, you can talk about different other things. They be okay, and you know, corruption, another a different issue. But where we are now, no, we have to solve the problem.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ni rametiwasia, baby, what do you know? Metiwasia, debt exchange program, I buy a no, ye here at all costs.
We need it.
Said ye tea beers, I say ye.
This is 1 year. They will say ye. And you know, Mummy, who be just a one thing, so I say, Obi complaining, Obi say a pensioner for ye free. Na te for abom no ma better te government we strike na government say who free no akofa we ashim na ebe mo obi aye na age say no na hwan na sofa
so eba me so me de na yi ma free
me so me de no yi this is the time as a government in making sure no we are bringing everybody on board we know so we the effects no because born ye be more livelihood e be every 6 months no akoje ote onya adwuma anya bi wo na severance package no da akoto born 6 months do na akoje na ketwa no we be dia 6 months do na waje so it's going to affect livelihoods. And no, so this thing no, obi a me that's why me de to my drone no. Now can say this year me share zero coupon. Me most can be no. How am I going to survive this year? It is not easy, but we must all rally behind the government. Me and Savage here home free this crisis here we are heading to. Still we are in rich economic crisis. So
okay.
More be unfortunate here do economic crisis. We had a fiscal crisis. A fiscal crisis we are talking about. Money, sky ebenya ebeden, taxation, spending and taxation. Whole problem here do how to get the money and spend. Into our government said this year on the budget, over spending 27 billion on capital expenditure. And if you are not getting the money, you better spend it. And the IMF no, this is a 1 year do. Everybody must help us get along. Let's go. Yen take country in free this situation at home.
Me rana me no obi di nkomo asamba ko kan ye se sa debt exchange e betumi akofa bibi e fe no panic withdrawal aba se e bia me de me sika kakra be 5,000 bi 50 million bi kwato bank e na me bank na me save ye no wo mo so de akwakoto aban bond ni bi nti ya fe mi hia be 4,000 me ko bank wo so ye nya 4,000 ni nyina ma ye benya be 3,000 me be fia no be ka che me nua bof ke na sisi a me yamde misika akoto bank so mi koyi a yeso mu nya mami o na se ne ebenya saa dwempo no betumi akofa wo how bi pre obi akwagiri sika obi akwagiri sika no ebetumi de aba na
yeah it can lead us to because the whole issue is about liquidity nya problem and as that happen liquidity just say bia sika na ode to no kwose wo kwaje na banks nka say obu ani bra network ateko na yesi na fe o yes suspicious bank ni sika. I want to know what I obi say we niska Inti abanye envisage sa ade nse betima happen because and I make the chunk of money if you bank akwa abanye bonsom. And they represent 33%. A huge. That's unko scapa gu opa. Inti abanye na say no. Sa ade ya ye nyina betin the sa panic withdrawal na ide aba. Because the banks na yeska no wako create stabilization fund. Also the 1.2 billion babetum. Though where they are going to get the money, no, and they are assemble from. But we're making that provision, no. As anxious or more, another concession, just a temporary reduction of regulatory capital.
Okay.
So banks, no, ain't meaning him. And a stabilization fund, eliminating banks and very short for piano. Then government will push in liquidity. Obama banks in this cannot sustain it. And the bank, you know, government, you know, say this issue, no. Which mark also panic withdrawal. That is why one put to this mitigation factors in place. Say baby to mark bono. Until possible if you don't handle it well.
I see. Akaya brand kakra bi na ye de yenkomo na ba wie. Obisia o message no. What the to Facebook a mekanya ma o. Abedwafo MPP ni andi said yeta ka no. Ene wo mmienu nyina ye krado wa hadada. Na so hwa mpanufo didi mre so chen mrantie no ana ono menya adwene. Mira yamra mawie yenkomo no. Bibi wo hosonko a yenka ho asem se wotwe ye na ye tie na adwen ba so na fe ye mfa no wie nkomo no.
Ne meka nyina ne se baby a corona dru no. O se nyina ye bambi. Ana meka se nkyira kwa bi se wo mami no. Na se ba ko enu wi. Na ba ko school. Na o ku wie school no. Otimu se wabe doctor ana wabe teacher oye na juma kama na so wo japade a won na odi beja no obe wa adwen se nka akora na nka onu wi na onu ni hwe no ona wo se nka odi wo japade bi ko ba ko ne wanya no ho enso it's better so odi be ma the work school no because the one wi a was say this kind man obese no ntia de so ye de obe depend on ba ko no so Beni nyina echi no still oyeden oba. Yeah. Until the make question say wo me hu say this is not the time you be play around the political arena na you play o issue no. Ni hu say this is a very sensitive issue. E be a man for envisage where the country is going towards without this debt exchange program. Say accept here money ne be sin. Another thing about the government and say oyeden this debt asema ye kan nyina no. 80% of the portfolio no is owned by 20% of people and institutions no. And the 9% government in the creating instead of na we who am about the pension for because say adwuma we dey nka dey bamba dey create dey we bomb pa say Yankopon ba be fire ko na okoti omusu na oyo free ma at the end of the day no obi so be the na sembeba ka government in creating a certain threshold say bia obi a be suffer ABI say 50% of this, and our amount of this is the amount where you suffer 70% in a animal. Not least on for be any Dan say a say we film a radio honton, Obia honton, Obi or born biano had a purpose for the bond. And you know, as a government and a created that threshold, no do be ashamed. Nay, Naomi and ye who near who say, by be a corner saying an idea who Jim. Na ye promote na you participate in this program. Now the only day film we are now come over no ye nyina yedi. Aha.
Openi Nyankopon hira pa se Sumpa FM. Me manti dwumade ye to nsa frɛ wo no. Waba na wabe cheche debt exchange no mu ama yate ase yie. Yeda ase pi nyame hira wo.
Shendas.
You.
Sumpa TV Emma Aketua Pa.